Hey, all you cool cats and mathemagicians. Andre here to share some cautionary tales related to AI. Welcome to the next level. Now, this phrase resonates even more now as we navigate through our current digital age. As our online experience continues to evolve, AI is right there by our side. Whatever you choose as your generative AI platform, or as a math AI learning tool, application, or assisted technology, your experience is going to be next level. For example, this visually pleasing image was created using the following prompt. Provide a practical real-world scenario with visuals to demonstrate use of trigonometric ratios to solve a trigonometric application. Now, typing in that prompt, does this make me a digital media artist? I don't think so. So, no matter how cool it might look, heed this warning. For example, this image was created to embody a famous quote using this prompt. Abraham Lincoln is holding an axe while pensively looking at a large dead tree on a small hill near the ocean coast. Now, despite the instant artistry, there is no chair present. I mean, what is Lincoln even sitting on? So when it comes to using AI, heed Lincoln's words. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Get to know your AI first. It is not infallible. The apprehension of AI takeover in the workforce is real. However, if AI will replace photographers, this is AI accepting the job. So please note that generative AI hallucinates. What is that? Well, no matter your Gen option of preference, they all share this presumption of infallibility. After all, AI is a pawn that considers itself a king, presuming to know it all. So beware. My favorite initial interaction with Gen AI is the now infamous question, how many R's are in the word strawberry? And here ChatGPT says it has 2 R's. And I say, are you sure? And he says, yep, I'm sure. Strawberry has 2 R's. Copilot, for example, similar experience. How many R's in strawberry? Just 1 R in strawberry. Kind of sneaky, huh? Continue the conversation. Are you sure there's just 1? Actually, there's 2. Sorry about that. English. Funny language. Continuing the conversation. Are you sure there are only 2? Absolutely sure. 2 R's. 1 after the W and 1 near the end. Count them. Now, this error with simple addition demonstrates mistaken confidence, whether ChatGPT, Copilot, and it's a byproduct of AI. In short, maths and AI do not always agree. Take this example, a BEDMAS question. It would be solved using the order of operations. The explanation is accurate, a nice reminder, correct approach, correct rules. And even though there is a reminder to multiply from left to right, well, multiply and divide from left to right, it still produces an incorrect response. Regardless of which AI platform we're using, here, the same question on another platform, Maths AI, same explanation, same first step, same reminder to work from left to right, same incorrect answer. Let's take a deeper dive using Deep AI. Same question, same reasoning, same first step, same incorrect response. So now let's go back to the conversation we were having with ChatGPT and continue that conversation. We left off at reminding us to work from left or right if it's multiplication or addition or division, but they didn't follow their own instructions and ended up getting the wrong answer. So in continuing the conversation, we're going to let them know that, hey, you were wrong. And they're quick to correct themselves and apologize, which, is nice. And then they get the right answer after doing it correctly. But long story short, this basic math question, maybe not so basic. And if we look at a more complicated concept that we find in financial math, within annuities, for example, there are simple ordinary annuities and general annuities. And the main thing about general annuities is there's sort of one key feature. The payments, the amount of time, the amount of number of payments is different than the number of compounding periods or the number of compoundings per year. So we provide a question that is an annuity question, and you would think, it just defined general annuity, and this clearly has monthly payments, and this compoundings are twice a year, right? Semi-annually. So they're different. But instead of using those rules of general annuity, it solves the questions using the principles of the simple ordinary annuity, getting a response of $4,000. Now, again, I remind ChatGPT that this was a general annuity question, and if those rules apply, wouldn't you get a different answer? And they're like, yes, sorry, corrected the answer. And now they're getting $25,000. Now that difference of over 20 grand, that's huge. Okay, so that was a bit complex. Let's take it back a notch. Let's look at Gen AI with a different example in math. Something super fun, logarithms, right? Who doesn't love logs? So the question is, what is log to the -1? And they provide a great definition for inverse log or anti-log or whatever you want to call it. And there's no problem there. But then when they go to use that, they make this assumption that they're dealing with natural logarithms, when clearly they're dealing with common logarithms. And again, they get on with the question incorrectly, and it might not seem like much, this error of using natural logs instead of common logs, but once you're corrected, the difference is like significant, more than 5,000. That's a bigger number, right? 42.5 compared to 5,623. So just don't trust your AI blindly. Now, it has its benefits, of course. You can take a complex question and do it super quick. Love it, step by step. And, here we go. We'll use this as an example, and poof, get an answer. 6.8 years. This is the amount of time it will take to triple the value. Wonderful, 6.8 years. Okay, what if I use a different Gen AI platform like Claude? Same thing, answers it, good definition, but in the final step, it makes a mistake and has an incorrect answer. Now the response is off by a year and 8 months to triple your money. I mean, it might not seem significant, but it makes mistakes, and so you need to double check. All in all, that's the end of this tale. Now remember, the choice is yours to be a critical thinking AI user or not to be a critical thinking AI user. Take care. Don't be dull. Stay sharp.